Hey, fatty! We have an exciting edition of Snake Diet Sunday Night Live tonight. So, I got some pretty triggering topics here to start off with. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about, as you all know, I'm trying to get fat right now. And it fucking sucks. So my first topic is called Being Fat Fucking Sucks. Because it does. Okay, so just right off the bat, so I started out about 178 pounds. And now I'm like 192. And my abs are fucking basically gone now. Which sucks. Okay, because abs are sexy. So not having abs fucking blows. Okay, so here's how it's affecting me. I still got some good motivation to get in the gym, but definitely when you're like doing ab exercises or like say you're doing some crunches or something like this and you don't physically see your abs, it's kind of hard to stay motivated to build your fucking abs when you can't see them, okay? And also, I gotta force food like fucking crazy. So I'm eating now. So basically I gained the weight. I knew I'd gain the starting weight pretty quick. So like I told you guys, I was eating fucking one meal a day. Because it still keeps your insulin nice and low most of the day so you don't get all the inflammation that causes all the fucking health issues. But I knew that would plateau. Here's how good fasting works. Once you're lean and you're fucking fasting most of the day, as long as you stay away from fucking sugar, it is very hard to put on any real weight. Okay, so like if you're following my routine where you're eating in like a 1 hour window, 6 days a week, and then you have at least one 48-hour fast in the week, this is saying that you've already gotten lean to start with. It is very hard to fucking gain weight because especially if you're exercising at all. Now for a woman, they gotta eat a little less, but for a guy that's exercising, that's eating in an hour eating window, he could eat pretty much whatever the fuck he wants as long as it's clean food and not sugar. Sugar is the fucking biggest problem. So, like I've been eating a pile. So I've opened up my eating window now because I know I was getting plateaued eating in a 1 or 2 hour window. So now, pretty much what I'm doing now is as soon as I train, after I'm done training, I start eating. So today I was done training at 3 p.m. So I've already ate like 3,000 calories. And as soon as I'm done this video, I'm going to pound back some more food. Because that's the only way I can get fucking any fat on me. Okay? That's how good this works when you eat clean. Like I'm eating clean carbs like potatoes, rice. I went to Costco and got some salmon. I'm eating raisins because raisins are fucking fairly high in sugar. And there's a lot of calories there. I'm eating lots of nuts. I'm eating lots of fruit. I'm not even eating much vegetables right now because they don't have any fucking calories. So I'm trying to get all my micronutrients in through apples and shit. Like it's fucking hard to gain weight. My point being is how the fuck did you get so goddamn fat? Okay? Like as soon as you start fasting and you get lean, it's hard to get fat again. It's actually tough to get fat. You can gain maybe 10, 15 pounds, but as long as you're eating in a tight eating window, have fucking fun. As long as you're not eating crap. As long as you're not eating shit. If you stick to the rules, eat in a tight fucking eating window, no fucking goddamn processed sugar, it's hard to fucking actually get fat. And if you do gain some weight, who fucking cares? You just fast again. You just fast again. So right now, fucking even at the gym, like I noticed, so I'm getting close to 15 pounds heavier. So like my pull-ups are suffering, okay? Because it's like I'm hanging a 15-pound weight off my feet in like a week. So I noticed that today. You know, I noticed like other things, like even like the inflammation's not there because I'm still smart. I'm still fasting most of the day. But like the energy, it takes me a while to get ramped up now. Like when I'm fucking lean, it's like I'm just jumping out of bed. Now it's like I'm a little bit lazy. You know? It's lucky I got some good mentors in my life that we're working with some strength training and shit like this, or I'd fucking be lazy and start taking days off the gym. Okay? So like it makes you fucking lazy when you're fucking fat. Now some of the things that suck really bad about being fat is sex. Sex sucks when you're a fat ass. Okay? Like, if you're a guy and you can't see your dick, that's not good. That's not fun. Okay, it's like you can't see your penis. You know, one of the best parts about sex is watching your penis go into a vagina. It kind of takes that away when you can't see your fucking dick. Okay? Like, and then the sex itself, you know, you're fat, you're fucking out of shape, you're lazy, you're fucking, you can't perform. You know, it's just like two fucking goddamn elephant fucking seals going at it. They're actually in better shape. Okay, like, sex is brutal when you're fat. You don't have the confidence because you don't want to be naked in front of the person because you feel that you're fucking ugly as fuck or you're fucking disgusting or whatever you want to call yourself. Okay, like, all this crap. You know, like, sex is a big deal in a relationship. Sex is a big fucking deal in a relationship. So if sex is not good, that relationship's gonna fall apart. I don't care what anybody says. It's a lot of chemistry that happens during sex. Like, I've actually had guys private message me and it's like, I can see my dick again. You know, and they're giving me thumbs up. Like, it seems like a laughing matter, but it really isn't. Okay? It's even like with a woman too. You know, she's not going to be able to fucking view the fucking sexual fucking intercourse either. They're not going to see the fucking, like, the actual intercourse. It's like, it's just not as fun. Like, fucking, that's like one of the best parts. Okay, that's like all that build-up. You know, all that build-up when you're like waiting to fucking have sex and then all of a sudden the intercourse happens. Well, you can't see your fucking genitals. So it fucking blows. Okay, sex fucking blows when you're a fat ass. Unless you're like some fucking fat ass that's got like a 10-inch cock like Ron Jeremy. Like, I remember this old Ron Jeremy porn I was watching years ago. And like, yeah, you could get away with it. Like, this is when he was old, so he wasn't like some hunk anymore. He was like this old porn star, but he's got like a 10-inch cock. So even if his fucking gut overhangs 4 inches, he's still got 6 inches he can view. Okay, so like, it's fucking like, sex is terrible when you're fucking fat. And the confidence, so even in the gym, like even me, like now I'm pretty fucking shameless, but I know that people that are starting off and going to the gym for a first time, their confidence is really bad because they're going to a gym and they're fat and then it makes them not want to go. Like, that's one of the hardest parts. Like, I used to work at a gym and sell memberships and shit. I know how people feel, okay? Like, being fat just hurts you all around. You just don't even want to leave your house because you're afraid to get ridiculed, for people to talk about you. You know, you don't like how you look. Like, this is one of the worst things about being obese. And I'm fucking witnessing this shit firsthand right now. So, like, my goal, I want to try to get up to like 220, 230 pounds. Like, that's a ways away right now, but fuck, when I hit that, I'm going to be a fat ass at that weight. And one thing that scares me a little bit is fucking stretch marks. But I know that if you gain weight really quick and then cut it, you won't get stretch marks. You get stretch marks more so when you're fat for a long time. When you're fat for a lot of years is when the stretch marks start really popping through. Okay, I had a conversation actually about this with a fella the other night, and he's about 5'6", so he's pretty close to my height, and he's 230. Obviously, he doesn't have as much muscle mass as me because he doesn't train, but he said he's got a few pretty good stretch marks now, but he didn't have any stretch marks for a long time. Being fat for a long time gives you the stretch marks. So I got confidence that if I get fat fast enough and fucking drop it, I won't even get a stretch mark. But that's one of my worries. Like, I'm doing this experiment, and like, I don't want any permanent fucking damage. Right? I don't want any permanent damage. You know? So the other part, like, being fat fucking sucks. You're always sick. You're always sick. You always have skin issues. There's always something wrong with you. Okay? There's always something. Stretch marks. This one girl said stretch marks come from fast weight gain. Bullshit. If your skin's healthy from fasting, that's not what happens. Honestly, most women that actually end up with fucking stretch marks, you ever notice how young girls that are like in their teens, when they have babies, you ever notice that they fucking almost look just like they did before after they've had the kid? But some woman that's like, say, in her mid to late 20s, early 30s, you ever notice how they have more stretch marks? Because that young girl's got more supple skin. See, stretch marks were never a natural thing. Because back in the day, women were getting pregnant when they were basically teenagers still. Okay, it's fucking bad skin is why you get stretch marks. Okay, it doesn't have nothing with the quick weight gain. Holding the weight there for a long time is gonna fucking, like, we're not talking like fucking gaining 50 pounds in one day. Like, I'm talking like you're still gaining it over like 6 months. Okay, but your skin quality has a big play in that. So like, if you have more supple skin, like a young girl, you ever notice that? Almost every young girl that I've ever known that fucking was under 20 years old, that wasn't a fat ass when she got pregnant, has like no stretch marks. Okay, no fucking stretch marks. It's your fucking skin quality, and your skin quality shit because your fucking diet shit because you don't fucking fast. That's why you get stretch marks in the first place. Stretch marks aren't fucking natural. Like, no fucking pregnant woman in a million years should ever be getting stretch marks because you're having kids when you're way old and you're already overweight. Okay? If you're fucking a slim woman and you're in shape, you're not gonna have any fucking problems with stretch marks. If your fucking skin's healthy because you don't fucking drink booze, you fucking fast, you don't eat fucking sugar. Okay? Stretch marks were never natural. It's just like all the other bullshits, it's not natural when women have kids. Okay? All this stuff is fucking because of our fucking society's all fucked up. So, another thing, so like me, even like gaining all this weight right now, like I'm trying to eat like fucking 5,000 calories a day. I talked about this before, I'll hit it on the head again. Your body can only soak up so much fucking food when you're eating, so bowel movements are key. So like you always want to pay attention to your bowel movements. If you're fucking taking a shit twice a day, you're at a major caloric fucking surplus, and you're going to definitely be gaining weight. That's where I am. Okay, now I'm trying to cut it back to dial it into where I don't need as much. Okay, I want to be just right to where I'm eating enough food to fucking get fat, but I don't want to be taking a shit every fucking 2 hours. And that brings up hemorrhoids. That dawned on me the other day when I was thinking about that. We were never meant to shit all the time like we do. Plus with the inflammation problems with eating all fucking day, with the fucking insulin issue, your body, that's why you get hemorrhoids. You know how fucking... People don't talk about hemorrhoids, okay? But fucking like a huge part of the population has hemorrhoids. They just don't want to talk about it. Like when I talk to women about it, even with me, they're like pretty confident to talk to me about it, but they'll use like the H word. They're like, oh, I don't want to mention the H word. They won't even say the word fucking hemorrhoid. They won't even say it. Because that's another thing. If you got fucking hemorrhoids from fucking being a fat ass and having a bad diet and having all this inflammation, and fucking, basically, that's gonna be real fucking fun for sex too. You know, because when fucking some guy's like doing you doggy style, and he's looking at this fucking hemorrhoid that's the size of a baseball, that's probably not very attractive. So like obviously you don't want fucking, there's another fucking, obesity is another main fucking reason for hemorrhoids. Like look at all the hemorrhoid shit you can buy at the fucking pharmacy. They wouldn't be fucking selling it on the fucking shelves like that in that kind of volume if it wasn't fucking common as fuck. It's just like porn. No one wants to talk about it, but everyone's going to the stores and they're like sneaking their little porn mag up to the fucking front counter, trying not to get spotted, just like condoms. I love buying condoms because I'm just a joker. I'll be like, fuck it, I'll buy like 2 boxes of condoms. Half of them I'll probably just use to fuck around and play games with. But you know, because I blow condoms up at parties and shit, I used to always have condoms on me. They're a good time. So I'd buy like 2 boxes of condoms and then I'd go up to like the old woman, like the oldest woman I could find at the till. Because usually she's got the best fucking personality. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to get lucky tonight. And I'll be like, I haven't been laid in like fucking 10 years and shit. I hope I can still get it up. Fuck. And then the old woman will just start fucking just like completely get dirty. She'll be like, yeah, I remember when I used to have sex with my husband and fucking like, I remember his cock was so big and he's like 80 years old and he can still get it up and whatever. But like old women are the best. They're so shameless. But anyway, that was off topic. But the whole point is, you know, fucking fat, obesity causes hemorrhoid issues. Nobody wants to have hemorrhoids during sex, right? There's all these like lotions and creams and shit you can get for hemorrhoids. And no one talks about it. Like, fucking Fasting cures hemorrhoids, okay? Fasting fucking beats obesity in no time flat. Fasting beats hemorrhoids. I was helping a guy that even talked about it. I'll even say his name because he already said it on his video anyway. Tom Ward. Okay, he had hemorrhoids. He's about 350 pounds. Okay, I got him. Here's how actually I met him. This is a good story. So I was kind of I was on YouTube and I was actually messaging fat people. And I was looking for fat people that had wicked personalities. People that might like buy into me coaching them. Because I was looking for someone to coach because it'd be cool for publicity if I could help somebody that was like really obese that had a cool personality. And sure as shit, I messaged Tom Ward. And he got back to me. I told him, have you tried fasting? Because he was trying this bacon diet and shit. And he had these hemorrhoids. And he was trying to beat these fucking hemorrhoids. And I told him about fasting. And I didn't even mention the hemorrhoids. And then he went and creeped my fucking YouTube channel. And he's seen that I made a video about hemorrhoids. When I blew my ass out at a powerlifting meet and shit. Okay? That's why he got a hold of me. So it was like, again, my shamelessness. I don't fucking care. If you're sick, if you're a woman watching this right now, I have lots of female friends, even older women that I know that had hemorrhoids when they had babies. Like, that's not natural either. If you end up getting a hemorrhoid fucking giving birth, that should be healed up right away. You should never be stuck with that. It's because your fucking goddamn diet sucks. Okay, you shouldn't have hemorrhoids. They're not permanent. If you still have them from giving birth, because you fucking have a shitty lifestyle. So like this one old lady, I used to train her. And you know, I was talking to her like about hemorrhoids and shit, and she had hemorrhoids. She had them giving birth. Like so many other women. Like these fucking things aren't natural. You understand? Like if you got hemorrhoids, they can be beat. It's not like something that you have for life like the fucking cocksucking doctors tell you. This shit can be beat. All you gotta do is lose all the fucking weight. Okay? And right away, as soon as you're fucking on my snake diet, you're not eating anything. Like how do you think Tom healed his hemorrhoids? Because he didn't eat nothing for like a fucking few days and he had no issues. They healed up. Because you're not pounding fucking feces through your asshole 24/7. Back to my original point, why I'm trying to eat all this food to get fat, and I'm on the shitter twice a day. I'm pretty sure I'm a little more susceptible to hemorrhoids when I'm taking a fucking shit twice a fucking day than somebody that's fucking fasting for fucking 7 days or 2 weeks with no food. Like, of course it's gonna heal you up. Okay? Of course, like, hemorrhoids are so common. So fucking common. Fuck, everybody put their hand up that's watching this right now that has hemorrhoids if you got some balls. Let's see who has some fucking balls. I've had them. I've had them. Because you know how I got them? Because I was fucking... Guess what? Actually, it's funny how I fucking had them. Mine was internal, though. Luckily. It wasn't like a fucking... It wasn't like that... You know, on Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, you know, at the end when she bends over, but it's because she's a dude and her balls are tucked between her legs, but Ventura's like, fuck, that's like the nastiest set of hemorrhoids I've ever seen. Well, it wasn't like that. For me, anyway. But I got him because I was trying to cut weight, eating 6 meals a day. And I was eating quinoa and kale and fucking, like, I think I was eating some dates. I was eating salmon. Like, clean. Clean. But my bowel movements are fucking shitty. I was always plugged up. And I try everything. And then I fucking I tried to cut weight. So I had to make 181 pounds for the meet. So here's the story. This is on my YouTube channel, but I'll make it better. So I was still a pussy when I was making those YouTubes. So what happened, I drove to Calgary. And, you know, I didn't drink any water or eat for about 24 hours, which is a big deal back then because I didn't know about fasting. Go to Calgary, and then the weigh-ins were that night, and I was so fucking close to making weight that I was literally spitting in a cup, and then I was on the toilet, okay, and I would put my feet right up on the toilet seat so I could get in a squatting position, because you know what a squatty potty is? Well, I've been doing this for a while. This is fucking this is like, when you're fucking desperate, you're desperate, okay? So I fucking was trying to get something out of me, but there's nothing there. It just felt like I had to take a shit because I was literally grunting my asshole out into the toilet. So what I did is I got up on the toilet and I put my feet on the toilet bowl. So like, you know, fucking, you gotta be able to squat like a champ to even do this. And your feet are hurting, and usually, hopefully, there's something that kind of hold to take a little pressure off your feet, like the fucking wall. And then when you're squatting like that, I'm trying to get something out to lose a little weight, there's nothing. And then, finally, fucking bang, fucking some blood went in the toilet. And then my ass was hurting. And I'm like, fuck. Okay, and that's when it all started. And so I did the meet the next day. I did good. I ended up hitting my lifts. But then that night, I was uncomfortable. It was like I couldn't get comfortable. I was fucking in pain. And then I drove back to Edmonton. I was in fucking pain. And this went on and on. And then I got a job at World Health. And every day I'd pray. I'd pray that it would fucking be healing up. I'd have this big breakfast. And usually oatmeal and some berries and some other shit. And then I'd use the can. Then I'd be in pain again. And then I got to the point where I figured that maybe if I didn't even wipe, so instead of wiping, I'd have a bath in fucking Epsom salt every time I took a shit. And I was going once a day in the morning. So like, what a fucking headache. Okay, I've been down this road. Okay, I've been down that road. Fucking hemorrhoids, it's the fucking worst. Like, being fat fucking sucks, just like I said in the title. Because fucking, you know how many people have hemorrhoids? It's unbelievable. And being inflamed fucking sucks. Inflammation. Inflammation from your fucking sugar and your no fasting. Okay? So let's get on with this. So the second thing I'm going to run my mouth about tonight. The fat acceptance movement. Fuck. So what the fat acceptance movement is basically a situation where, God forbid if you call somebody fatty, because they'll fucking tell you they'll fucking attack you. Because being fat is so socially accepted nowadays that here's the truth. If there was somebody outside smoking, and I went up to them and been like, you know, smoking's bad for you. You know, it's going to give you lung cancer. People will be like, I know. But guess what? If you go up to that fat fucking motherfucker outside, and they're eating an ice cream cone, and you're like, you know, that fucking sugar will kill you. It makes you fat. Fuck me, you better be careful, you get kicked in the balls. Or they'll call the cops on you. Okay? That's called fat acceptance bullshit. And it goes farther than this. You know what? Actually, I was watching this thing the other day. Did you know that doctors back in the day actually said that smoking was okay? They said that smoking was okay. Like, you can't believe anything. This is back in like the black and white days. Fuck, you know how long it took them to finally prove that smoking was trash? Like, fuck. Like, fat acceptance is the biggest problem. Because in like comedy, you know, there's fat comedians out there that literally if they weren't fat, that's the only angle they have to play. If they weren't fat, they wouldn't make any money. The fucking money-centered fucking greedy pricks. Okay, like, they care more about making money than they do about fucking their health. And that's why they end up dying at 40 years old. And off topic, I was thinking about something before I even started this tonight. So, I used to be a drunk at one point. Like, I was probably the most fit drunk you ever met. I probably drank the most booze for as fit as I was out of anybody you've ever seen. Okay, I had times where I would drink for 3 days straight. I get insomnia. I don't know, something was fucked up in my head. My sister read about it one time and it's some rare thing. But what would happen is I'd end up going to people's houses that I grew up with and they'd all be doing coke. But I'd never do coke. I never did no hard drugs in my life. And I would just be always awake. But it just brought something up to where I know a lot of young obese fucking kids, kids saying early 20s that are fat as fuck and they're snorting coke and they're having a heyday and then they drop dead snorting coke when they're 30 and fat. This is common as fucking shit. This has happened to a few people I know from my hometown. Okay? That's how bad being fat is. And it's so socially accepted. It's socially accepted to the point where people will give fat people like nicknames. Like, because it's like cute. You know, it's cute. And then you end up fucking dead. You know, one time, I'll tell you this. I think I was in junior high. And I actually thought about this last night because I was watching Stripes. It's this old fucking show with John Candy. I was in junior high. And my dad was a really big fan of John Candy. Like, John Candy was like you know, this guy was so realistic when he acted. And, you know, you could really relate to him. And he was obviously fucking fat as fuck. And my dad, I talked to him on the phone when I was at the school one day. And he told me John Candy died. And John Candy was like fucking 40. Like, he wasn't that old. Same with Chris Farley. Like, these people drop dead. Like, in this fucking fat acceptance bullshit. Like, do people don't get it? You die. When you're fat for a long time, you die. Okay? You're fucking dead. You're dead. And you just do not live long lives. Check it out. Check it out. Chris Farley, how old is he? Fucking, he's a huge cokehead, fucking died. Because his heart was fucking fucked. Okay? And like, that's the thing. People talk about coke and shit and drugs. When you fucking start getting really fat and you start hitting those like 30s, 35-year-old mark, you got a good chance of having a fucking drop-dead heart attack right in front of your buddies and shitting your fucking pants. How's that for a fucking happy death? You see? Like, people just don't take this shit fucking seriously. Soon as you're fucking fat, your risk of having a heart attack, like, you don't need to read the goddamn stats. Just take a look at your fucking friends. I challenge all you fuckers tonight. Write down a list of everybody you know that's died and ask yourself, would fasting have helped them? Would fasting have helped them? Did they have cancer? Would fasting have helped them? Were they fucking 300 pounds? Would fasting have helped them? Were they fucking suicidal just because they were a fat ass when they were a teenager and killed themselves? Would fasting have helped them? Okay, like, fuck. Everybody I know has died from some bullshit fucking problem that fasting could have fixed. Everybody. Rarely have I had somebody that passed away that wasn't something to do with that fasting could have fixed. Like, my mom died in a car accident. Fasting wouldn't have fixed that. But like almost most of all my other family members, there was always something. It's usually cancer or obesity or maybe extreme diabetes. Obviously, that's obesity usually. Okay? Like, fucking write a fucking list. I challenge you to write a fucking list of how many people you know personally that died and if fasting could have helped them and what their cause of death was. And this fucking fat bullshit is socially fucking accepted. Like you realize like fucking Texas has like 5 or 6 of the fattest cities in the world. Like I'd love to end up in Texas. I'm scared to end up in Texas, probably get assassinated. Because that's where this shit really gets serious, is down south in the States. When you're talking about holistic nutritionists and shit like this, when you're fucking curing a problem that they make millions and billions of dollars off every year in these kinds of states, it's a big fucking deal. Like, could you imagine some guy like me running my mouth in front of like a crowd of 100,000 people about fucking fat loss? And then as soon as they leave the complex, they go home and start fasting, and the results just start popping in like day to day to day? They're not going to want that shit. They're not going to want to see it. They want these fucking people fat and sick. It's unbelievable how fat it is in Texas. Even the McDonald's in Texas, they got their own special Texas burger at the McDonald's in Texas. Like, they must have got McDonald's to like give them an approval. Because that's how fat it is that they actually get away with bonuses in Texas. Like, even like, most of the people that are getting a hold of me now are from the States. Like, fucking the States, it's the worst. Canada's fucking bad. We know this. Fucking fat people everywhere. But the States is the worst. Fuck, it's because people are poor and all they have is cheap food sources. Okay, so at least if they're fat, if they have the education to understand that they don't have to eat, as long as they're fat asses, then at least they might be able to save their lives. Okay, like, this is unbelievable. Like, everybody's a fucking diabetic. Like, you're not special. If you're a fucking type 2 diabetic or you have cancer, everybody's got it. Okay? It can be beat. It can be beat. Don't think that when you walk out of a cancer clinic and you have cancer, don't think that it's like you have this for the rest of your life. Don't have that attitude like, oh, I have cancer. I'm special. I have this for the rest of my life. I can't do the snake diet. Fuck off. Same with type 2 diabetics. I remember when I was a kid too, it was funny because the fucking mental, like the mental picture that was painted in my head when anybody ever brought up a diabetic, like a type 2, it's like they're sick and it can't be fixed. But now I know better. I know that can be fucking reversed in a month. See? People still act like that around this shit. It's like, oh, they're sick permanently. Oh, they have this permanently. No fucking way. It's nothing that can't be beat. Okay? Like, these people, this is the problem here. Okay? Almost every one of you watching this video right now, there's some fat ass in your life and you're scared to tell them they're fucking fat, for starters. That's the first thing you need to do, is grow some goddamn motherfucking balls and tell your fucking loved ones that they're fucking fat or they're drunks or whatever, or they're drug addicts. You gotta man the fuck up and help people. You gotta man the fuck up. I talked about in this YouTube the other night how there was this girl that was doing my diet and she's a Christian or some shit, and she wouldn't tell anybody about my diet because I fucking swear too much. Well, see, the thing is, I'm very polarizing. A lot of people trust me because I swear. Even the ones that don't like the fact that I swear, they're still watching all my goddamn videos. Fuck, they watch them more, for fuck's sakes. So, here's the thing. A lot of times, most people that are very religious, you know why they're religious? Because people are scared of death. People are scared of death. Well, if you want to live longer, start fucking fasting. Which most of your fucking religions tell you to do anyway. But God forbid you'll follow that part. You'll follow the part where you're not supposed to eat pork, or you're not supposed to eat fucking some type of food, but then you'll just go eat a bunch of some other food and who gives a fuck. You won't actually follow the part where you actually don't eat at all. God forbid, no fucking pun intended. You see, your fucking religion ain't gonna save your fucking goddamn life. Because the reason people are religious are scared of death. So most religions have the same thing in common. They make you think that you're gonna live after you die. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Okay? Regardless, you shouldn't be afraid if you don't live after you die. You shouldn't be afraid. You should be able to fucking live in the moment now and die and be happy. See? So these people, so this is the thing I'm getting at. So this Christian girl, she's got this big Christian following, and she wouldn't tell her fucking fat Christian friends to fast. Because I swear a lot. Like, fucking hypocrites, man. You're trying to help people. You think you're helping people by trying to get them into your religion, and then you won't actually help them by actually giving them advice that actually fucking works? Doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's because you're a scared little bitch. It's because you're a scared little bitch. It's because you're so fucking judgmental that it's not even funny. You're scared of everybody thinking something of you. You're scared of everything, all your little fucking religious friends thinking that you're fucking some sort of a fucking like anti-fucking or Satanist or whatever because you're listening to my fucking YouTube channel like it's rock and roll. Like it's almost like that movie fucking Detroit Rock City. How that one young kid, his mom didn't want him to listen to rock and roll because she thought it was the devil's music. It's like my YouTubes are the devil's music. So you can't show your fucking Christian friends my YouTubes. It'll probably save their fucking life because you're fucking scared of goddamn judgment, for fuck's sakes. That's all this is in the end. All this is in the end. It's your fear of fucking judgment. Like even my fucking motivation group, seriously? If you took every person on that group that's actually getting results and they invited every single one of their Facebook friends to that group would be the biggest group on Facebook. Do you understand? That group's close to getting to be the biggest, one of the biggest fucking dieting groups on the internet. That group would be the biggest fucking group on Facebook if people grew a set of fucking balls and actually told others about their results. It'd be the biggest fucking group on Facebook. Like, you could be part of something amazing. But people need to grow balls. But slowly they are. Because as you see on my motivation group lately, more and more people are putting up before and after pictures, which is awesome to see. Okay? That's confidence. Because you get some people putting up pictures, you get more people putting up, you get more people putting up. Next thing you know, you have all these before and afters, and then people are telling more people. So it's growing, but what I'm trying to say is it could be fucking massive. Massive. Like, could you imagine if even 50 people that I'm helping right now that had, like, let's say 500 friends each, and they added them all, that's 25,000 people. Even if I had a retention rate of 80%, that'd be 20,000 people that would stay on that group. That's only if 50 fucking people that I'm helping added all 500 of their friends to that fucking group. You see how big this could be? It's all fear of judgment though. And you're even getting the results, but you're not telling anybody. It's like, fuck, I can't stand people that won't tell anybody that they're getting results. Like, I even had people in my hometown. I had one guy lose a bunch of weight, and then I had another person phone me to ask me if I was coaching this guy, which I was, but I didn't say anything because they didn't want no one to know. Like, why not? What, are you ashamed of me? What, are you fucking ashamed of me? Like, fuck you. Like, I fucking got you these results. I don't give a fuck if I swear or not. If you had a half a set of balls, you'd be telling everybody about me, for fuck's sakes. What do you like? You're like, it's just like, it's almost like racism in a sense. But like half of my family's black, okay? So I'm white. I'm fucking very white, like to look at, but I have a lot of African American blood in me. Like, my whole dad's side of the family's all African American. My grandpa's black. My grandma's purebred black woman. So it almost reminds me of the white girl that is like, you know, having sex with the black guy, and they're both like, say, young, like say they're in their teens, and then the white girl won't bring the black guy home to meet the parents because she's ashamed. She's scared of the fucking judgment. She's scared of the judgment, okay? You see, it's the same idea, because she will get judged, because back then it was very racist. Fuck, that still happened now, for fuck's sakes. It's the same shit. It's like, God forbid that I get the job done. Yeah, I'm brash. Fuck, that's why I get the job done, because I am like this. It's this that gets the results. It's not the goddamn salt water. And so this Christian girl, I gotta go back to this. This is a really good point. So this Christian girl, I asked her, I'm like, if you had somebody you loved that weighed 300 pounds that was on their deathbed and they had 2 months to live, then would you tell them to watch my videos? And then she's like, well, I'd probably write him up what to take. And I'm like, are you a fucking idiot? Yeah. He's gonna listen to you, give him a recipe for salt water, and then he's gonna fucking not eat for 2 weeks because you said so. Are you out of your fucking mind? Nobody's gonna be motivated by that. They're not gonna not eat for 2 weeks because some random wrote them up the snake juice fucking recipe. Fuck! He'll be motivated by watching my fucking goddamn videos, me calling him a fucking fat ass, and me telling him he's gonna goddamn die unless he fucking goddamn does something. You see? It's not like you can just fucking tell somebody to not eat. Like, it's getting a little more mainstream within our group here, but it's not like you can go to your fat uncle and be like, yeah, uncle, you're 300 pounds. Here's what you should do. Talking to him nicely. Here's what you should do. You should mix up this salt water, okay? Okay, so first off, they say we're not supposed to drink salt water in the first place. Like, we can't drink anything out of the ocean. So you're telling them to do something that's completely against the grain right there. And then you're going to tell the fucking your fat uncle to not eat for a month. Yeah. Your uncle would laugh in your fucking face is what he would do. Your uncle would laugh in your fucking face. What you need to do is you need to show your uncle my fucking YouTubes so he's good and fucking triggered. And then what he'll do is he'll be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. And he'll probably actually get angry watching my videos, maybe if you're lucky. And then he'll go home and he'll start binge watching my fucking videos. And then a few days later, he'll be like, Jesus, fuck. This actually makes some sense. This guy's a fucking asshole. But he actually makes some sense. Maybe I should give this a try. That's how he'd start doing the goddamn diet. He's not going to start when his little niece tells him to fucking not eat for a month in a nice, polite manner. Like, being politically correct is dead. Being politically correct does not get results. Okay? It doesn't get results. Do you understand? To bring that up too, I'm proud to say that this girl came open about fucking dropping Beachbody today on the Facebook page. Beachbody's a fucking goddamn scam. I've only had like probably a dozen Beachbody coaches get a hold of me for help. And every time I look at their fucking profile, it's like Beachbody coach. I'm like, sweet. And so right away, I just love fucking telling them. I'm like, yep, I'll give you free fucking help. As long as you add 50 of your fucking Facebook friends to my goddamn group. And then they fucking don't do it. And then I fucking don't hear from them again because they're fucking goddamn money-centered assholes. They care more about money than their health. This girl was different. She fucking dropped the Beachbody and now she's going to work on her fucking health because she knows this will get results. Okay? That fucking fear of judgment, just the same as everything else. Fat acceptance bullshit. Fuck. You got to start calling people fat. You got to start calling them fat. Okay? That's how you get results. They want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, but this is how you help them. You need to trigger people to get them to listen nowadays. Because people are fucking addicts. They're on their phones 24/7. They're fucking just in fucking la-la land. Okay? People are idiots, addicts. They don't fucking put 2 fucking seconds into anything. Why do you think there's certain like times for YouTubes and certain things like for engagement, like these little tricks that people need to know? It's like how people only stay engaged for 1 minute. I bet you that engagement time over the years for human beings is like shrunk. People would probably stay engaged in something in like 10 minutes back in the past. Now they can't even fucking pay attention for 30 seconds. Unless you trigger their fat ass. Then they'll pay attention. Okay? Like let's say somebody on this fucking watching this right now, let's say their mom had cancer. Okay? And then let's say normally maybe the mom would watch a video for like 30 seconds. Well, I'll tell you this. When I start my video off with, hey fatty, fucking breast cancer will fucking kill ya. And then I fucking start ranting about breast cancer. And she's got breast cancer or is scared that she might get it. I bet you she'll watch my whole fucking video. Okay? I don't need to be a fucking goddamn fucking social media or media fucking expert to figure this shit out. I've been triggering people for years. I just finally learned how to fucking do it in a fucking usable fashion to help people. Back in the day, I just do it for fun. Okay, now I actually use it in a good way. Okay? So that's the thing. Don't fucking worry about your fucking goddamn stupid social circle and start showing your fat ass friends my goddamn videos. Then you might actually help somebody. Okay. Number 3. Will weight loss make me lose my ass and tits? Fuck. I get this fucking question a lot. Yes, it will. You know what's funny though? Losing weight, fucking using the old calories in, calories out bullshit, because it's catabolic when you're at a caloric deficit, eating throughout the day because of the insulin spike, you will lose your breasts like crazy. Because I know girls now that have been fasting, they haven't lost their boobs, not even close. Some have still, obviously, but some actually lost their boobs doing like a fucking Jenny Krager Weight Watchers kick in the past. And then this time they gained the weight back because obviously it fucked their metabolism. And this time they haven't lost them yet. So that's interesting. So either way, I made a YouTube video about this. Check it out. Yeah, you'll lose your boobs. Your boobs are fat. Okay? But you're gonna fucking get a sexy body in return. And you're gonna get your fucking health back. Okay? Don't worry about your fucking goddamn tits. Just worry about getting rid of your fat fucking gut. Notice how I'm addressing the women a lot more about this shit? Like, men, it's more about muscle. You know, they don't want the gut. I showed a video about the fella that I'm coaching that fucking set a bunch of world records yesterday bench pressing. He's 45 years old. Like, unfucking believable. Obviously, this fucking keeps you strong too if you know what you're fucking doing. Second part of this question though. Will weight loss make me lose my ass and tits? Same thing with your fucking ass. If you got a fat ass that's got no fucking muscle, yeah, you're gonna lose your fat ass and it's gonna become a flat ass. Okay? The only way you're gonna maintain your ass, because if it's fat, you're gonna lose the fat. Okay? The snake diet is gonna fucking rob that fat. There's no questions asked there. You're either gonna have a good fucking figure underneath your fat because you've been fucking lifting weights and exercising, or you're gonna look like a fucking beanpole under that fat because you don't got any fucking muscle, which is skinny fat. Okay? That's why some people, no matter how fucking lean they try to get, they still don't look good because they don't got any fucking muscle. So your ass, you have to fucking goddamn train your fucking goddamn ass if you want to have an ass when you lose weight. So get your fucking ass in the goddamn gym. Go fucking hire a fucking trainer. Okay, the way I always train the girls I used to fucking coach is the main fucking compound lift is always a fucking high bar squat, ass to the fucking grass. Proper form, get your fucking weight in your heels. You can fire your glutes like fucking crazy if you snap properly at the top. Okay? Then you got your one-legged exercises. You know, you got your fucking glute bridges, you got your fucking lunges, you got your one-legged leg press, you got your Bulgarian split squats. Like, you gotta fuck around, but you get a program, build the ass. Okay, some people are gonna have genetics, some people are gonna have no ass. So you gotta do something about it. You gotta, yeah, caffeine is trash. Caffeine is fucking trash. For the person that just asked that question, I just caught that. And yeah, like this other girl just said, just go buy some tits. If you lose your tits, just go buy a new set. You'll be able to afford it easy because you haven't fucking spent any money on food for a fucking year. Okay? Check out my YouTube. I talk about that. But like I say, don't cheap out on boobs or you'll look like a fucking fool. There's so many girls that had no breasts that had amazing bodies when I used to work at this gym in Edmonton. And then I remember like two girls, they went and got these fake tit jobs and they looked like stupid morons. They looked like fucking plastic. See, those girls, like, they look plastic. They don't look like the girl next door anymore. They look like fucking this fake-ass fucking plastic Barbie doll. Unattractive as fuck to me. It's because of what it represents. It represents a lack of confidence. But it's different now. If your tits are destroyed from having kids or something, or whatever, go get some. Just fucking make sure you spend some money. Okay, don't be a cheapskate. Okay? Don't be a fucking cheapskate. There's fucking reasons to get boobs for sure. Sometimes they're fucking stupid to get, like these girls. Fucking crazy. These girls are gorgeous. And they just, even my old boss said the same. It's like they just destroyed their body by getting them. But like now if you're like a woman that's had kids and you're all fucked up, or you're super fat, and your fucking tits are just like these fucking deflated fucking balloons, go get some fake ones then. Okay, go get some fake ones. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's not a lot of money. Once you start saving all the money on food and your grocery store bill and all the other money you save, like even hitting that point on the head, the groceries and the food, like even me right now trying to get fat, it's fucking hard for that reason. Because I still gotta drive now and go get groceries more often. Fuck. Like it's so, for you, if you fucking get lean eating this way, and then you somehow blow up like a fucking balloon down the road, it's because you're a fucking lazy idiot. The only way you can get fat, like I said earlier, is by eating a bunch of goddamn sugar. And even then, you'd have to fucking stop fasting altogether and eat the garbage. Because like I said, I'm eating like a fucking pig right now. Clean food. I was eating in a 2-hour window for the last week, and I'm having a tough time gaining as much weight as I'd like. And I'm eating a pile of fucking food. Like more food than you can imagine. See, these people that are like 400 and 500 pounds and shit, they're not actually eating that much food. It's because eating all day has fucked their metabolism so bad that they just can't get in a state where they're burning body fat. Just like that fucking 900-pound fat bastard I told you about from that fucking documentary. Like, that was fucking disgusting. They had, like, not even the guy, I'm talking about the fucking idiots involved. They had, like, this goddamn intervention, and they had these people there. There's a bariatric surgeon and all this other fucking bullshit. And they're like, the only way you can get the bariatric surgery, which wouldn't have done fuck all anyway, the only way you can get the bariatric surgery is if you lose 150 pounds on your own, they were telling him. Like, if he could lose 150 fucking pounds on his own, he wouldn't need their help. And the only people the bariatric surgery actually helps is people that go through like a massive fucking paradigm shift and they just start actually getting healthy anyway. Somebody that has bariatric surgery but is still wolfing down sugar all day, I don't care if their stomach's fucking the size of a squirrel. They're not gonna lose any weight. I know this because I had a woman I was helping that's 350 fucking pounds that had a fucking lap band. Okay? It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything for her. Because she didn't beat the fucking food addiction. Sugar, 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 sugar kills you. Okay, everybody that says they fucked up, it's always I fucked up because they didn't fast, 2, they ate a bunch of sugar. As long as you're always fasting, once you're lean from living this lifestyle, once you're always fasting, like it's so hard to not fast. Like it's a pain in the ass to go back to having to eat. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Like today, I would have never eaten already. I would have done this video and I would have ate like probably in another hour. Now I already had to force a meal down because I'm trying to gain weight. Then after this video, I'm going to eat some more food. Like I don't want to eat. Fuck. Like I don't want to eat. Like you know how fucking hard it is to actually get fat unless you fucking just let yourself go because you're a pussy and you can't say no to your fucking friends. Other than that, once you're accustomed to this lifestyle, it's so fucking hard to actually fuck it up. It is so hard. I've been eating like this for a long time. And for me to fucking do what I'm doing now, like I'm giving myself like I said, I'm training fasted. Another thing I want to hit on quick before I forget. Another reason people get fucking hernias is because your fucking guts and your intestines are always so full of fucking food. I know this. Now, I've been pounding food back, and by the time I use the can tomorrow morning and then go to the gym, I'm empty enough in my intestines that if I start really hammering some weight on the squats and shit, I wouldn't have an issue. But one reason people's intestines will blow out and they'll get hernias is because their intestines are always full of fucking food and the inflammation and so the weakness in the skin and the material. That's why hernias happen. Okay? Like, hernias aren't natural, but it's another thing we talk about. It's like it's fucking natural. Oh, you got a hernia. It's not natural, for fuck's sakes. Cavemen never got hernias. It would have been rare as fuck. Okay? When you're fasting all the time, you're not going to get a goddamn hernia. Hernias are what you get when you're a fucking fat ass that's eating too much fucking food and your intestines are all piled up with food. Subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. Before I forget, I haven't even said that yet. I made a YouTube the other day called What is the Snake Diet? I had an old video back when I still preached 1 meal a day, which obviously I proved you can get fat eating 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day is fucking reckless. Now, you can get decent results if you watch calories and everything, but who the fuck watches calories? That's why you guys are here. Okay? Most people are too fucking lazy to count calories or anything. Okay? Most people fucking are too fucking lazy. So anyway, this YouTube I made is called What is the Snake Diet? Not how to start the snake diet. What is the snake diet? I talked about it. Main thing is what is your goal? There's 3 main goals everybody's going to have that I popped out of my head. Fat loss, performance, and health. All 3 go together, but one of the goals is going to be more important to you. most people are going to be fat loss, and then they'll work into a performance goal. Okay? Health is going to follow both of these. Okay, as you lose weight, as you're fasting, your health's going to be important. Now, health, though, if health is number one, let's say you got cancer. Let's say you got a tumor and you're not really overweight. Well, then health would be your priority. And that's when you get into doing some dry fasting. Okay, that would be health. Now, if fat loss is your priority, that's when you'd be snake juice fasting most of the time. Now, if you're fat with cancer, then you try to fucking throw in some dry fasts in there. Okay? If performance is your goal, then what you would do is you'd fucking you'd talk to me, and you'd actually start a little bit more of a relaxed fasting routine where you'd say you would eat in a 1 hour to 2 hour window every day, and then you would take like a day off. You wouldn't eat the night before a rest day. That's what we do with John. John's the bench presser. That's how he eats. So let me explain how he eats exactly. So we fucked around with macros quite a bit. We did some carb loading. So he might do like a carb load day on a Monday night, and then he'll only do like carb load days before a really big bench press workout. Because we really want to know where he's at on his bench press. But we don't really care about carb loading him so much for a squat or a deadlift day, because that's not our priority with him, but he still does all that other stuff. And so then what he'll do is he'll carb load before the bench day, and then he'll go straight low carb, eating in about a 2 hour window. Okay? He'll eat in about a 2 hour window every night before a workout day. He'll eat in a 2 hour window, and depending on the workout, we'll decide what his macros will be. We'll decide if we're going to crank up the carbs or not. Okay? And then on a rest day, let's say today, if he would have took a day off today, which he did because he had the powerlifting meet yesterday, on a rest day, he didn't eat last night, let's say. That's how we fucking cut him down. Because we're trying to cut him a little slower. Because we're talking like top level bench presser here. Okay? But with you average fat asses, you just don't need to eat anything. Okay? But this guy's different. We're talking we only want to lose like 10 fucking pounds here. Because we want to beat the overall IPF world fucking record at 105 kg. He wants to bench 500 pounds at 105. He's actually benched 530 in the past at like 260 some pounds. But we want to get down to 230 pounds and beat the open record. So he's 45 years old, for fuck's sake. So this would be the nobody in the IPF has benched 500 pounds at 105 kg body weight. Nobody. Okay? He might fucking get that record at 45 years old. He'll be like Achilles. Okay? He'll be like Achilles. He'll be known throughout time. Okay? So it all depends on your goal. Weight loss. Don't fucking eat. Health issue, but you're lean. Eat to gain some weight and then fucking do a hardcore dry fast if you're lean with a health issue. If you're fat with a health issue, just fucking don't eat again. Same as fucking the first guy. Okay? If it's performance, you gotta fucking dial it in. You're still fasting. Okay? You're still eating in a tight window every day, and then you're doing a long fast on an off day. It's that easy. Okay? There's 3 routines right there. And then you're always drinking snake juice. You're always drinking snake juice unless you're dry fasting. Okay, and understand that dry fasting is not for performance. Because dry fasting basically fucking depletes all your electrolytes. But it also heals your body like motherfucking crazy. Heals your skin. Check out the fucking YouTube about the girl that dry fasts and look at her gut. It's amazing how that dry fasting healed her stomach up after she had a half a dozen kids. Okay? I'm going to call it a day, so make sure you subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. Read that pinned post at the top of the Snake Diet Motivation Group. I seen some people asking about the t-shirts. The website link is in the pinned post at snakediet.com. You can message me about that if you want to get a shirt. I think my sister has a few left. She's going to have to buy another batch here pretty quick. I don't know. I have to talk to her about that. And that Snake Diet Motivation Group, remember, don't be a fucking crybaby on there. You get booted off. I got moderators on there watching like hawks now. You'll notice that they're always posting a link to my YouTubes or some sort of a Snake Diet link, and they'll say hashtag moderator. That's how you know it's them. If they're fucking up, make sure you tell me, because then I can fucking fire their ass. And as people on that group, make sure that you're obviously not being a bunch of fucking crybabies, or I'll fucking kick you out of the group, because I hate crybabies. And make sure, like I say, it's your job to say if the moderator fucks up or something, okay? So everyone have a great night, and get that fat in ya!